Well, hello, everyone. This is Orly Amore and Natalie McQueen from GMCP Global Mentoring, Coaching, and Publishing Center and Trust. We are so excited today because we have an amazing highlight, a highlight of a book that is launching exactly today, which means you need to get your copy. So don't forget to do that. I get the business right out of the way. But we have our guests here with us, Joshua Berglund and Jessica Lynn. And we are so excited because they're launching the book today. Oh my goodness, so exciting. All right. Yes, we are all cheering for you. We're going to get you to number one. We can't wait. So Natalie, welcome. And why don't you tell us what it was like to work with Joshua and Jessica and how this baby came into fruition?
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of learning. They had a really good start, and so it was really good to work with people that had that head start.
Right.
And we got them on track, and we got them up and running, and we're so excited to see this go out to everybody. And Joshua's been there anytime I needed him, so it's been wonderful.
Well, that's what it takes, right? The teamwork makes the dream work, and that's what it took to get here. And Joshua and Jessica, welcome. We are so excited for both of you. Congratulations! It's the day. OMG, right?
Yes, it has. It's been definitely quite the experience. And as I was saying before we started, we couldn't have done this without you guys. We really, really appreciate it.
We're so grateful. Thank you both.
Well, thank you so much. So Joshua, we're going to dive right in, because I read the book, Natalie read the book. We have a couple of people that read the book, and now we have some questions for you. So first, tell us the inspiration for this, for sharing this amazing information with the world, right?
Well, it was an act of obedience, first and foremost. My heart's desire was to always write a book. I just never knew what it would be about. But I always had trouble writing, reading for that matter. I always joke around that I barely speak English, and English is my only language. So writing a book was always a goal. I just never believed it could happen. And that was one thing, but the inspiration for doing it, there's a lot. I mean, one, it's my testimony. And I feel that all of us that have been saved by something gross and dark and evil should talk about it, because there's other people that are suffering in silence too. But the biggest part was, I have a really big world that I want to help. And Jessica and I both, I don't want to speak for her, but we were married because of this, or one of the reasons why is we share a vision. And I have all of these things that I want to do to help people, but if I was hiding with secrets, or I had secrets that I was worried about coming out, one, it could sabotage my success or put me in a position where, I don't know, let's just say that all of a sudden I have millions of dollars in the bank, and now people want some hush money, and I have to start writing these $15 million checks to make people be quiet. Because when you read the book, you're going to find out why I would not want people to know. Because it's bad. Like, it is really, it's dark. It's hard to read. But it's all true, and it's all real. So after you read the book, then you'll understand why I may have to write $15 million checks to make people be quiet. So this way, I don't have secrets. Nothing can be weaponized against me. But the other reason, the real reason out of that came from understanding the supernatural power of truth. Knowing that, I mean, look, and I was the worst liar there was, or there ever was. But truth was so freeing for me, for the people I hurt, for other people that were suffering in silence. I never knew that the rewards for putting a spotlight on my shadow world was going to be such a great blessing. So why? I want other people to set themselves free. And I believe that there's only one way to do that. But this book is a journey that I think will help give people the confidence to do that.
That's awesome. And we definitely feel your vulnerability in the book and your truthfulness and your directness. Definitely things, yes, I would definitely would say that people would go after for $15 million checks, but
Or more.
you don't have to worry about it anymore. That's a good thing. How does Jessica play a good role in this?
Wow. So, well, Joshua and I, we've always been very honest with each other from day one. So, I've known little bits of his story. I've learned it all as time has gone by, and it's fascinating how he's lived through so much and done so many things that most people don't do. And the fact that he's willing to talk about it, it drew me in. It sparked creativity in me, which is my gift, is the arts and design and making something out of nothing. So when I got to join in and help turn the book into a visual book, that was really, really exciting. So I got that part, and all the movie set, the photography set, all of that is just, it's been so much fun.
Yeah.
She was instrumental, and I did the writing and I'm the voice to the movie that we made. And she did all of the visual side of it, the graphics and all of that. But in helping shape the book and the vision, even though I was writing, without her not only pushing me, you have to understand. When you read the book, it's graphic. And I didn't know if I was going too far. It was talking to her, like, is this going to embarrass you? Is this too much? And she would push me, like, just be honest, lay it out there. Then I'm talking to God, like, God, is this too much? Because it's, I mean, I am an evangelist, and but what you read in this book, there's nothing evangelistic about it, unless it was the devil. I mean, it's evil. And I'm like, is this okay? Is this okay to write about? Because, I try not to curse. I mean, yeah, it comes out, but I try to be a good guy all the time. Writing this book, wasn't a good guy. I mean, I went into those characters that I was and still sometimes have to fight off.
It was a lot of switching altars. Every chapter, he fully submerged himself. So he would switch personalities, and then we would adapt to that switch while writing that chapter. So it was basically like being married to a different person every single chapter.
How lucky are you?
Well,
some of these
I'm kidding. You know what? We have to no. So the goal here is to, your vulnerability, Joshua, has been just amazing in this book. We really appreciate it. I think a lot of people who are probably fighting saying their truth and fighting to say the wrong thing or feel shame and in their journey. And so I think this will be very liberating for those people who have trouble with coming with their truth, telling their story, just telling their story. And it's so beautiful. I think that reading this book, people will come out on the other side thinking, you know what? I have hope. I have solvency. I have sovereignty. I have freedom. I can have freedom. I can be better. I can. And this is a big I am, and I can, and I'm loved, and I'm forgiven no matter what I do and whatever I did. And that's just so beautiful. So we want to thank you, first of all, for having the courage to write the book, because that took a lot of guts. And that doesn't go unnoticed, right? And another thing is that we feel that the readers are going to get so much love out of this because of how it's written. It's not just because it's dark and evil and in a bad place. I think that it's more of the liberation of, oh my God, this even happens to people. And now, wow, like, so what happened to me or what I'm afraid of saying is not really that bad. It's that conversation that people will have internally, that you have inspired to get out, to do, and to be, and to know that it's secure and safe, and there's a loving God that will be there on the other side, just welcoming whatever truth comes out. So I personally want to thank you for doing this and having the courage to tell your story. I know Natalie and I have talked about it after we've both read the book and at the every evolution of it. So we definitely were involved as a team, but we also have another team member who read the book, and we hope that there's a sequel to this, by the way. A friend just mentioned that there should be a sequel to what came of the other side. So we want to know, that's the sequel book. We definitely hope that you do that. And in all this, guys, we're coming up to our stop, but I want to tell you guys, you got to buy the book. You got to go today. You cannot miss this out, because this is an amazing masterpiece that we are launching today. And Joshua and Jessica, God bless you both. Thank you so much for trusting us with your masterpiece. And remember, everyone, if you're having a bad day, change it. And if you're having a good day, share it. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.
Congratulations, guys.
We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.